like science.
I like science.
I like science.
Hello.
Apparently, we're progressing.
We're progressing? Oh, yeah, because the recording is in progress.
Yes, the recording is in
Well, at least
progress.
it's a progressive recording.
Yeah,
So the
right?
conservative one.
Yeah, because conservation is not going to help us here.
Conservation of energy. We just don't speak the whole time.
Yeah, you have to guess what we're saying about.
Yeah. What do we think of this episode? Yes.
Yes, we think yes. I've got a kitty.
More of season 2 of Voyager. We're just
Yep.
blowing through this season.
Yeah, and the title of this episode is kind of a misnomer. It doesn't
The
really
thaw.
fit. Doesn't really fit. So
Yeah, it's weird. It's
yeah, I have a love-hate relationship with this episode.
I can see why. It can be annoying, it can be stressful.
Yeah. Well, the thing is that if it was just Michael McKean as the clown and not all that other stuff going on around him that just drove me crazy and made me want to run, then I would have been completely fine with it.
Yeah, the contortionist, the contact juggler, the little person,
The
the
guillotine.
giant HR Puffin stuff,
Oh my God.
puppet-headed guy
This
with
carnival
the deep
brought to you
voice.
by HR Puffin Stuff.
Yeah.
Just no to all of that.
And it's Romper Room set.
Oh my God, yes. Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
That was something I couldn't verbalize. But
Ah.
yeah, it's anyway. So basically the first thing I wrote down was ugh, clarinet.
Oh yeah, it opens. This is our second episode with Harry Kim playing the clarinet.
Yep,
clarinet.
opening with it. The clarinet.
Clarinet,
The
as Susie
clarinet.
Izzard says.
Yes.
The clarinet.
The clarinet.
Third clarinet where you play all the backup notes. It's like no melody. You're just playing
all the notes
like
left over.
syncopation or something.
Yeah, that's what happens with third clarinet.
Yep.
So, guys, if you don't know Susie Izzard's comedy, why the hell don't you know?
What'd you say would be the best place to start? Dress to Kill?
Dress to Kill, absolutely, because that's the one that won Emmys.
Monkey with a Gun?
Yeah, Monkey with a Gun.
Yeah, I think that's got Monkey with a Gun on it.
Yep.
And by the third millennium, you'll see tons of guys in makeup. If you survive that long, you'll probably all be dead, unless it's like Brazil, ratchet like Brazil.
Yeah, and that was a show done at Alcatraz. Was filmed at the theater.
Yes,
on Alcatraz, and I've been to Alcatraz a couple of times. Fucking creepy, and it makes it leaves you with a very feeling. But the show does not.
It's a prison.
The show does not. So, go watch Dress to Kill if you have Amazon Prime. It's there. In Prime, you can watch it with your Prime account if you have that. If not, I would still recommend, even if you've never even heard of, well, she still goes by her stage name when she's doing shows, which is, it was originally Eddie Izzard, but you know,
Izzard.
Yes, Izzard. And honestly, I'm pretty sure that you can watch pretty much almost all of the live performances. I think the one that is the hardest to get a hold of these days is Live at the Ambassador.
Yeah, that's a old one.
Seriously old.
Yeah.
So much stuff about Daleks. It was fantastic.
Yeah, doing Doctor Who jokes, Star Trek jokes, jokes about the Twilight Zone, where I think he called him Ron Serling instead of Rod Serling. Or she
does that from time to time. She does that from time to time. And that's okay because she's British.
Yep.
But yeah.
And Tales of the Unexpected.
Yes, Tales of the Unexpected.
Did you expect that? I didn't expect that.
Yep. Anyway, what were we talking about? Okay, so clarinet.
Clarinet opens with clarinet.
And his roommate Baytart doesn't like the clarinet playing,
A-
practicing,
And apparently the liquid conduits really
amplify.
don't dampen the sound.
They
So
amplify the
it's
sound.
it's like it's like a hotel in the Luxor, hotel room in the Luxor. The rooms are super thin walled.
Yep. That's pretty much all of the hotels in Las Vegas, unless
Yep.
you pay
The Four
a
Queens
shit
was
ton of
pretty
money.
good,
No, the Four Queens was really good,
but
actually.
that
That
was the classic strip where they actually built buildings,
yeah, where and they
to
revitalized
last.
that whole area,
Yeah.
which now it's more interesting than going to the actual strip.
Yeah, because they have that canopy area where they play a light show.
Yeah,
And
and I
so the
got
whole area is shaded the whole time.
and Chippendale dancers tried to get me to come to them, and I did not.
Yep. Well, thinking back, we could have gone, but it would have cost some money. So,
Yeah, well, no, it wasn't that. It was just they were outside on the
uh-huh.
street,
Yeah.
and they were like beckoning me, and I'm like, no, you're too hot. I
I'm
can't. I can't.
secure enough in my masculinity to go to a male review show. I understand the
Yeah.
Magic Mike show in Vegas is the best because it's just like the movie. It's really geared towards satisfying the woman audience.
Mm-hmm. Which is fantastic.
And so it's really uplifting and feminist and yeah.
Yep. I do love it when men debase themselves and are at our beck and call and at our mercy.
Ah,
So
yes.
I'm not a sexist, but it's just fun to be in control.
Role reversal. Yeah.
Yep. So yeah, anyway, he's got this frickin' concert coming up
Oh,
and
yeah, with some
Nicoletti.
lady with an Italian last name,
Nicoletti.
Nicoletti. Yeah.
Yeah, and she plays oboe.
And it's yet another skirt that Tom is chasing.
Yep.
They really kind of pushed that early on, is him
Yeah.
being a hound.
That changes right around season 4, if I remember
Yeah. Well, when he
correctly.
hooks up with Balana, it
That's what
becomes a
I'm
different
talking
story.
about. It's
Yeah.
like I think that starts kind of in season 4.
Yeah. It
Um,
becomes much more tolerable at that point.
yeah. So they're going down to this planet that they found that or they're going to go down there that is basically it seems like it's lifeless, seems like it had life on it
Mhm.
before, but
It had a
climate
solar
change happened,
flare,
solar flare
which
changed the weather
then created an
patterns.
ice age. And
Yeah.
so they had uh, glaciers cover the planet.
Yeah.
And they
400,000 people were
supposedly
there.
lost, yeah, all life there. But then they get a message.
So yeah, so we're gonna go down to Planet Trader Joe, and sorry, it was a trading spot. So that's
Oh, is
it's
that where that
Trader
came
Joe.
from? Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
because Neelix is like, yeah, this used to be a really hot trading spot some time ago. I can't remember. And then I think it's Harry says, yeah, there was a solar flare about 19 years ago. Yeah, about 19 years ago, give or take.
yeah.
It's like, Neelix, sit down. And I swear he was
No,
sitting in the captain's chair.
well, he wasn't wrong. So, but yeah, they were in the what do you want to call it? The it's not an observation room, conference room. I'm gonna say conference room.
Oh, it was super dark. Why was
So
the conference
dark.
room so dark?
It was dark, and it was
It's
really
like the
dark
night
later.
shift or something?
It was like even darker later. It was so
Because
weird.
I believe the Starfleet vessels, they do night and day patterns based on Earth's time just to keep everybody's circadian rhythms going.
Yeah, but what about people on the night shift? I mean, there's people
Yeah.
working 24 hours a day.
Yep. They work in darker settings,
Yep.
which is great if you get migraines.
That is true. That is true. And I haven't had a migraine in quite some time, not like a fully blown one,
Yep.
but they're not fun
Nope.
at all.
But yeah, if I have one, I'm gonna want to work in darker lighting.
Yeah. So that's basically our cold open. They're gonna go down to Cole's.
Yeah, it's what Coal Planet or something. And it's like
Yeah, something like that.
the people are called the Coal or something. So
Yeah.
it's like
So
it's Coal's planet. So
we're
yeah, they go
going
down
to
to
Cole's.
Coal's. They
Yeah.
bring back the set from Alien.
Yep. It's a Cole's that has not only alien paraphernalia, but also a Trader Joe.
They have also a Trader Joe's,
Can't get off of that. Um,
or maybe even
so
a Whole
yeah.
Foods.
Yeah, and they had to go 2.3 kilometers down to find these guys. And we've
Mm.
got five alien pods. And
Yep.
so,
Except they're red instead of kind of metallic gunmetal gray
yeah. Well, that and the ones in the
or white.
original Alien were actually flat like beds.
Yep. These
So
are cylindrical.
these are cylindrical. And the ones in the first movie, first Alien movie, were also, like they didn't tilt up. They were
Right.
they were level, I guess. Anyway,
Yeah. It looks a little bit like a centrifuge. Just
it
spin it.
does. It does. And they go down there, they find it, and then they're gonna beam the whole fucking thing up.
Yeah. They sure as hell did.
Yeah. They've got five pods. Two of the pods, the residents of those pods are dead.
Yep.
And we've
Of
also got,
stress-related
yeah,
issues similar to a heart attack.
yep. Uh Basically extreme stress on the
Yep.
heart. And they find out that these other three people that are alive, they can't really do anything with them because they're all in this artificial environment that our Voyager crew cannot see.
And they've
And
already had the signal saying that it was safe to leave, but they're
yeah,
still there.
they're
So
still
something's
there.
trapped them inside this computer simulation.
Yeah. So of course they're going to go into the simulation, and of course it's going to be B'Elanna and Harry because B'Elanna, engineer,
Uh-huh.
Harry, engineer. It's a
Yep.
good idea to have two engineers there, especially, if something happens to one of them. Anyway, so when they get there, there's this big scene with just all of these people in skin tight clothing and weird masks and etc. And I wrote down, might as well be an orgy.
Yeah, because it opens like on one particular contortionist that is
Mhm.
all bendy.
Yep, very bendy, very
And
bendy.
yeah, we get the little person, we get the puppet dude, we get, contact juggling, we get a dance. Of course, Michael McKean
Oh, he is great.
wearing face paint to match his woolly jumper.
Yeah, I love it. He's the thing about this episode that I love the most, aside from our, intrepid Voyager crew.
Yeah, he's so
Um,
sinister in this.
and the thing is that he can change on a dime. He's
Yep.
so good at switching up the personality. And I've always loved him. Ever since Laverne and Shirley,
Yeah.
I have loved this
Well,
guy.
we're talking about an improviser here
Oh,
because, he's
yes.
known for the Christopher Guest films,
Yeah,
and
best
Spinal
in
Tap.
show. Best in
Best
show.
in
One of my
Show,
favorites. All
Waiting for
improvised.
Guffman, and
Yeah.
A Mighty Wind.
Yep. Do you
So,
want to go out,
yeah,
buddy? Do you want to leave?
I
Do you
mean,
want to leave?
veteran improviser.
Okay,
So
cat's
it's,
back out again.
yeah, makes sense that he's able to switch just on a moment's notice because that's part of the tool packet.
Well, and not only that, like the face paint does cover his entire face.
Yep.
And he still, you can, just the way that he moves his face, you
Hmm.
can tell exactly which clown you're talking to,
Right.
whether it's the one that's just acting really happy or the one that becomes sinister. He can flip it on and off like a light switch, like a
Yeah.
master.
And we
Which,
discover pretty early on he's a manifestation that wasn't in the original programming. He's a
yep,
manifestation of their own fears because they're all linking their brains to like manifest this environment so that their brains can remain active during hibernation.
yep.
But, you bring this in. It's like the that hollow tree on Dagobah in The Empire Strikes Back is you bring
Mhm.
stuff with you and sometimes that's your nightmares and that's what this guy is he's just the embodiment of their own fears about, are they going to survive this? Are they going to ever be out again? And
Yeah,
he traps them there because to exist, he needs their minds to manifest him,
yeah.
which gets kind of weird when we have new minds come in and old minds move out, that he's still there. If he's a
Yeah.
manifestation, why is he permanent in that kind of fashion?
Because fear is permanent in these people.
Right. Yeah, but fear take the manifestation of fear, I think, would change depending on who is afraid.
Yeah, well,
But maybe I'm getting too into the weeds with that.
I think I just put it down to this manifestation of fear. It doesn't matter what kind of fear you have. He amplifies it
Right.
and grows it. And so it doesn't matter what they're afraid of, but considering that this is a planet of people who knew they were dying, who knew that they they weren't going to survive. And that's still in the brains of these people who were in the pods. So that's even if they're not thinking about it in the forefront of their minds, it's always there. It's always this undercurrent. And
Right.
that's why he can stay alive. That's why he can stay present.
Yes, I
So,
guess once he manifested, he could lay down his roots
yes.
into the system and thereby, as long as there's brains to empower him. I mean, it's like Freddy Krueger exists because he's, a manifestation of this child murderer and he persists because people are afraid of him, but he remains constant. It's not
Mhm.
that he changes. I mean, he can change according to people's nightmares, but that's based on what he pulls from them. And this is a very similar technique, I suppose, or process, is he
Yeah.
pulls from their brain the things to be afraid of, which includes, about to open up poor Harry on a gurney,
Yeah.
or
Well, we're
making him old or into a baby.
a lot of those things. But before that, they almost behead him.
Yep. Yeah, which is how the other two died, is because if you think you're going to lose your head,
Hmm.
and the simulation is real enough that you do not decipher between reality and fantasy, that having your head chopped off is enough to give you a heart attack and you'll die anyway,
Yeah.
even if your head is not actually being chopped off. It's only simulated,
Yeah. And that's the thing, though, is that the mind is a very powerful thing.
right?
And
I mean, that's
he's,
the fear response in itself, the
yeah.
fight or flight or freeze or flirt, I
Hmm.
think are the four fear responses.
Yeah.
Or fawn, I guess, is the one instead of flirt.
Yeah. I had a psychology teacher in my 1 year of college that I had, that he was talking about the four F's, which is fighting, fleeing, feeding,
Feeding
and
and
sexual
fornication.
reproduction. Yes, fornication, fucking,
Yep. Yep.
basically. But
Yep.
he said it so fast we were like, oh, is he gonna say, oh no, he
Yep.
changed it to sexual reproduction. He was a great charismatic teacher,
Right.
and I really enjoyed that class. So, but anyway, so they basically, Harry is saved from getting beheaded by the three people who are left on the planet in this
Yep.
simulation.
Is it now that the doctor comes in and interferes?
Not yet.
Okay, because I thought that's how he ended up not getting. Oh, no, it is the three people that come in and interrupt,
Yes.
but say, stop right there.
Yeah.
These are aliens, and if you do this, blah, 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 blah. Like, we don't know who these people are. They'll likely shut down the system, and thereby you will be destroyed. We might die too, but if we go, you go. If they go, you go, etc.
Yeah. Not quite that way though. But yeah, because as it turns out, the AI cannot initiate actual brain functions, and so it needs actual real brains and not
Yep,
AI to manifest.
right.
So
It's like AI is not going to do much until you input stuff into it. It needs a prompt of some sort. And I
yeah.
guess there was Sing on Blue Sky. I think it was a grab from X, but some AI film producer is like, well, now that we've got the budget for this AI film, what should we write to make a movie? Uh, Send us. So even then, they don't have the creativity to even come up with something to input into their corners cutting machine.
Hmm.
That it's that lazy of a thing that even the people that are producing an AI generated film don't have the ideas or the inspiration enough to even tell it what to do. And so they're reaching out to people as you would to AI to do it for them.
Hmm.
It's like, what should this movie be? It's like, I don't know, write a script, hire a screenwriter,
There are so many screenplays that never
Yeah,
make it to
never
filming.
see. I mean, there's stuff on the blacklist that's never been filmed. So
Yeah,
that's like supposed to be the some of the best screenplays in Hollywood. And yeah,
well, and the problem is with AI, it apparently it's still that case in the future, is that it can't do anything by itself. So is it
nope,
actually artificial intelligence, or is
it's a
it just
program.
it's a
Yeah,
regurgitation machine is what it
yep,
is. A
yeah. It just
regurgitation algorithm.
throws back at you whatever you put into it.
Yep.
It's yeah, it's plagiarism machine.
Yeah. Yeah. And so there's really no intelligence to it.
Nope.
Ugh. Anyway, that's our rant on
So yeah,
AI.
this is yet another episode of a science fiction series demonstrating how dangerous artificial intelligence is.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
quite on the nose with this one too. I mean,
Yeah.
it's pretty accurate considering AI can hallucinate numbers and businesses that are implementing AI are finding out that it's not doing the things it's supposed to do,
Yeah,
and
no shit,
employees are having to
Sherlock.
go back in and use their hours to fix everything that they could have done in the first place without AI there. So they're just going in and fixing its mistakes.
Yeah. So, yeah, that this is when Janeway decides that they need a safer method of communication with their people on the inside and with just the people in general. And this is when she's got a plan, but before that, we have the whole thing with making Harry old, then making him a baby. And it turns out that Harry's biggest fear is dying of radiation poisoning.
Yeah, well,
So,
he's not alone.
yeah, he's not alone. He's not alone. I think
That's one of my big fears growing up in the 80s, being Generation X, is thinking
mhm,
toxic waste was everywhere and I'd one
yep.
day get radiation poisoning and die from it. So,
Yep. Horrible,
yeah.
horrible way to go.
Yep.
So yeah, that's when she sends in the
The
doctor.
Doctor, which is a great
And
moment. Picardo's great in this.
oh, so good. He's so, so good. Because Picardo doesn't fear anything. I mean, excuse me, the doctor doesn't fear
Yep.
anything. So he's basically trying to negotiate with the clown.
And he has
And
no brain to be able to
yeah,
utilize. So there's nothing.
he can't
uh,
get any information from the doctor.
Yeah. So the clown is like, I can't negotiate with you because I don't know what you have that I can exploit.
Hmm.
You're coming here and it's nothing. It's a void. So, how am I supposed to manipulate you when I cannot? There's nothing to manipulate.
Yeah. And that's why she sent the doctor,
Yep.
because Janeway is fucking smart. So, yeah. I think it is the doctor who says this. I can't remember what the clown says to him, but he says just very deadpan, I have a very trustworthy face.
Yep. Yeah, because that's what he says. How can I trust you if I can't read your mind? It's like, well, I have a very trustworthy face.
Yes. And the doctor is, his usual brusque self, like this
Yep.
interaction is beneath him.
Yeah, yeah, he could be doing something, anything else than this, than
He could
being
be
an emissary.
saving lives.
Yeah.
So,
A message
um,
boy.
yeah, but they decide they're going to try interrupting optronic pathways in order to disconnect all of these. It's kind of like cutting the wires, I guess,
Yeah.
is what you would, liken it to. And there's like 40 of them. And Balana's got to do it in under 10 minutes. And oh my God, she's going really slowly. For fuck's sake, Balana,
Yeah.
speed it
Yeah.
up.
Yeah. For 40 of them, she is taking her sweet time. And also during this period, because I think it's Harry Kim that brings up that you need to disable these pathways. And then the clown's like, that's a lie, because he's picking up from people's minds that this system, that process won't work and that it's a weird ploy. But it does start to work at least, because we see very Jim Carrey-esque things in this imagined space starting to disappear
Yep.
as they get erased from the program, more or less. Like there's banners on the wall that disappear. There are the chorus in the background that start to disappear. Just pieces of the set going away little
Mm-hmm.
by little.
just phasing out of existence.
Yeah.
Because it isn't an existence really. It's all basically virtual reality.
But that
So,
all ends when the clown grabs the elder of the three remaining survivors of this planet and takes him to the guillotine.
and we don't see the actual head roll because that was too extreme for the 90s.
We hear it.
Yeah, we do. We do hear it. Ugh, that's actually one of my worst fears is dying by guillotine. I know it's absolutely like not something that should happen, but you never know.
It's odd because I think a doctor invented it as a more humane way to execute someone
Hmm.
than an axe because it would be more accurate.
Yeah, but what if it doesn't cut all the way through on the first try? That's the
Well,
thing.
yeah. Well, I guess
That's
that's
the
the idea
thing.
of making sure that it's sharpened, for one thing.
Yeah, but it's got to cut through bone, man.
Yeah.
Anyway, don't want to talk about that
No.
anymore.
No.
So yeah, the doctor leaves and then he comes back with an ultimatum.
Right.
And he says that if the clown lets everyone go, Janeway will come down and replace the people that he's letting go.
Yep. She'll be the brain that he can utilize
Yep.
if he releases
And
everybody else.
so he finally agrees.
Oh, they
He
offer a simulated brain at first, but he
yeah.
declines.
He can't do a simulated brain. We already covered that. It
Yeah.
has to be an actual living brain.
Yep.
So yeah. But yeah, so everybody gets to go home and Janeway appears. And this scene is actually shorter than I initially remembered. And basically, she's got a few minutes before her thoughts can actually be in his head, before he can
Yeah.
actually read her thoughts. And she uses those minutes wisely because guess what, bitches? Hologram
Hologram.
fooled the clown at his own
Yeah.
game. And he basically starts to fade out of existence. And the last thing that he says is, I'm scared. And she just leans in and goes, I know. Just fuck,
And then credits
Janeway. Yep.
as lights go out.
Yep.
This is really well filmed because they do
Yes.
the back and forth, TV style, this face, then that face as they talk back to one another. I mean, it's really classic and kind of rote way of doing a dialogue, but because they're changing the set each time,
Mm-hmm.
that it's getting darker and things are going away each time they cut back to him until you can barely see him in the faintest light and then nothing as he
Yeah.
fades away.
Well, and see, this is the point where I'm like, okay, I understand why you ended it there, but I want to know what happens to these two survivors. I
Well,
mean,
I guess they become the next Adam and Eve for their people, I guess.
I don't know how that could work. What if they are not compatible physically? What if one of them can't have
Yeah.
children or make children, I should say. So,
Well, maybe they can do some, well, you could question the ethics of this because Starfleet has a thing about augments and stuff like that, but you could use their DNA, mix and match, and clone other members of their species out of their DNA and just kind of play, just shuffle the deck of cards
repopulate the planet.
and, get enough people that you can repopulate without too much concern, but who knows?
Yeah, but have they solved that clones can't reproduce problem?
Yeah, and yeah, are they going to go back down to the planet, just the two of them? What's that going to amount to?
Yeah, so did they find them a new home? These are all questions that I have.
Well, even with five remaining, that's not the best chances
Yeah, it's not.
for a settlement. I mean, 500 would be a different story, but five? I mean, even 50, you're kind of gonna maybe get somewhere.
Well, maybe that's all that they had that they could make, I don't
Yeah.
know. But yeah, so wherever those people ended up, I hope that they were able to get over their horrifying experience that trapped them for centuries. And
Well, it was what,
not
19
centuries.
years?
It is 19 years, but I'm sure it felt like centuries to them. But that's a long time to be trapped in
Yeah.
a virtual reality with no hope of escape.
When we talk about having a fear of clowns, that'll do it for you.
God damn. Yeah, see, I'm the kid that when I think it was fifth grade or sixth grade, I can't remember, is I wanted to have a really scary costume, and the scariest thing that I could think of was a clown. And
Well,
so
you're not wrong.
I was a clown for Halloween.
Yeah. That's what we got the Joker, we've got it. There's Attack of the Killer Clowns. What's that movie called? I can't even remember.
I don't remember either. But it had clowns in it.
Yeah, it had clowns in it.
It might have actually been Attack of the Killer Class, but anyway. So yeah, this there's not a whole lot else that goes on in this episode because once we're
It's
past
just
the
the A plot, but it's a big one. So yeah,
yeah,
they dedicate the whole story, the whole screenplay to this, and they have a decent guest star. So, just utilize him the best you can
I
in
would say
this
more than
role.
decent, but
Yeah. Well, for me, decent is usually pretty good.
yeah, but
It's not just adequate, it's more so.
yeah. Well, everybody has a different interpretation of the word, but
Yeah.
I've like I said, I've always liked Michael McKean, and seeing him in this episode was actually a delight. Even though he wasn't playing a delightful character, he was playing
Yeah.
someone very sinister.
And it
But
was wild that his face paint matched his jumper.
I know, right? It was
Yeah.
just so weird. But yeah, it's one of those episodes where like all of the background stuff, with basically the circus performers and whatnot, that was really distracting. Didn't like it. Would not do that again if I could, but of course the
There were
episode is what it is.
times it worked for me is when they were extensions of him.
Right. That's
Like
fair.
when they would say what he would say or agree to him, or when he would rub his eyes like he was fake
Hmm.
crying and they were doing the same in
Yeah.
the exact same rhythm.
That
Stuff
was
like
really well
that
done. Yeah.
I liked, but just them filling the background the whole time, it was
No.
distracting.
It was so much noise and
Yeah.
so much visually in and out. It just ugh,
Yeah,
it
and
made my
the
brain cry.
garish colors and their face masks. It was
Yeah.
yeah,
Ugh,
odd.
very odd, but yeah. So the moral of this story, well, there's two things to take away from this story, I think. It's number one, we find out that roller coasters still exist. And number two,
Yeah.
don't fuck with Janeway.
Yeah, that was an interesting discussion about fear.
Mm,
Is that there's people that still go into the holodeck and turn off the safety features. There's still people that ride roller coasters and they still exist. Is even so far in the future, there's people who still pursue fear.
mm.
And why? What is it they get out of it?
An exhilaration when they do it
Yeah.
anyway. Like
Yeah.
they're afraid to do something, but they do it anyway. And it's exhilarating to have that experience that you conquered your fear and did it anyway.
Yeah, it's like it's that rush, I guess, some people get from the fear response, like a release of endorphins or something,
Yeah.
or just
Something like
adrenaline.
that. Adrenaline too. Well, and that's would also be how those poor people died because they had
Yeah. Oh,
basically,
adrenaline overdose, pretty much.
yeah, very much
Or
so.
cortisol from stress.
Yeah. Oh, cortisol. Ugh, fuck you, cortisol.
Yeah.
I have a problem with cortisol because,
Because
anyway,
stress.
because I'm a woman for one thing,
Yeah.
and we get cortisol problems way more often than men do. But yeah, so that's really what happens in this episode. I do like I said, I have a love-hate relationship with it. There are things that I just really hate about it, but then there's Michael McKean and badass Janeway, and I can't fault
Yeah.
that. So,
Lana's good in this. Picardo's
yeah,
good in this. Harry's
Tom
good
is
in
Tom.
this.
Harry's really
Harry
good
has
in
a
this.
lot. I mean, Harry is like, it seems like top of the call sheet next to McKean on this one.
Yeah, yeah. Well, Janeway's always top of the call sheet.
Well, yeah, I just mean for this particular episode, he
Yeah.
seems like he's in it even more than Janeway.
Yeah, it's nice to have Harry have things to do
Yeah.
and get to be on screen more often than just, saying what he's found on sensors or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's more Tuvok. But anyway, yeah, we don't get much Tuvok at all this episode.
Yeah, I don't recall even really seeing Tuvok. He
Oh
might
yeah,
have
we
been
saw
there.
him. We saw him in the conference room. We saw
Right.
a bit of Chakotay. He had a line
Oh
or
yeah, Kez
two.
is here, kinda,
Oh
sorta.
yeah, Kess is taking care of the outside portion of
Yeah.
these people in tubes.
So we
So
pretty much got a full complement of the cast here, the
yeah,
crew.
yep. So you have anything else you want to say about this one?
I think we tackled it. I'm trying to remember anything that we left unsaid, but I think we addressed everything. There's not much. I mean, there is no B plot to speak of, so we're kind of
No.
blasted through this.
Yeah, well, that's what happens when you don't have a B plot and
Yeah, it's
it's
like we
focused
don't
on
have
one
to
story.
discuss, two different storylines that are maybe or maybe not crossing over. This is just straightforward. This is the story.
Yep.
They encounter this planet. It has a handful of survivors. They try to rescue them, encounter this AI thing, interfere with it, get trapped by it, find a way to free themselves, and end.
Yep. There you go. Which is basically the whole thing about a story. You take your character, you put them up in a tree, you throw rocks at them, and then you get them down.
And then sometimes you leave them up there.
Sometimes you leave them up there, and then you come back in the second book and
Yeah,
you
yeah.
get them down from the tree.
And then you throw flaming rocks at them.
Flaming rocks. Then
Yeah,
somebody's got a rocket launcher further down the
yeah,
line.
yeah.
So yeah. Anyway, so well
And
that
somebody
means
cuts the tree down.
cuts the tree down, and
Yeah.
they get that means that they get down from the tree, but not in the way that's expected. So anyway, that means we got to find out what our next episode
Oh,
is.
yes, 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 yes. Excuse me. Pardon me.
You forget
I'll
this every time.
go to
It's so
this
cute.
and go to here and go to there. All right. What number am I typing in now?
Let me scroll back down because I wrote it
960
down.
something?
It's 960 something, but I gotta get there. Give me a second. 961.
961. I was going to say 961.
And you would have been
We
right.
are 172.
172. That sounds like
That sounds next
TNG.
generation, doesn't it?
It might be TNG, might be DS9. We'll see. Tell me again the number.
172.
See, this is why I write this shit down. Okay. 172. I overshot. Oh my god, it's totally a TNG episode, and it's Captain's Holiday. Season
Captain's
3.
Holiday.
Season 3. No, excuse me. You said 172. I looked at the wrong line. It's Allegiance. It's season 3.
Allegiance.
Allegiance. Season 3, episode 18 of TNG.
Oh, that's kind of exciting because season 3 is when a lot of people say Next Generation finds its feet. So
Yes.
we
Yeah,
should
well,
be well and truly into Next Generation.
yeah. Yeah, we're getting our characters more solidified, and yeah, so season 3, episode 18. Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of Buckeyes.
Alligator allegiance.
Uh,
Allegiance.
allegiance. I got it. Okay. Can't read my own fucking writing. Anyway,
Mm.
so that's your homework for next time, kids.
Yep,
You're
watch
gonna watch
Allegiance. We'll be
TNG.
back talk about Picard and crew.
Yep. So, and this again is one of those things where just the title is not enough to tell me what the hell this episode's about.
It
So,
sounds like an episode where we get to see Jean-Luc Picard in one of his tight-fitting sweatshirts and a bindle under his arm where he goes off doing anthropology shit
who
because he's
knows?
on holiday.
It's on holiday. Uh, Captain's Holiday. Captain's Holiday. Yep. So there you go, guys. Anything you want to tell the people?
The 24th of February is International Electronic Body Music Day. A big day for those into electronic music. Front 242, Pape Fabrique, if that's how you pronounce it, Assemblage 23. Uh, Big Belgian based music scene that then spread around the world. but four on the floor beats, syncopated rhythm, often chanted vocals, calls to action, like telling you to dance and stuff. Nitzareb, if you want somebody from Sheffield. Frontal, Orange Sector. There's some offshoots. Harsh EBM, Agritech, Dark Electro, my favorite genre, where you get the Fumpskut and Asylum and House Hetiara and all kinds of cool bands like that. Suicide Commando, Osco, I think I'd classify as Dark Electro. And you get Future Pop,
Beach
which
ball.
is that reaction to Dark Electro, where you have the EBM kind of electronic dance thing with trance and pop elements thrown in. So a bit more listenable, a bit more accessible. Bands like Covenant, Pop Tigma Berserk, VNV Nation, Assemblage 23, as mentioned before. So yeah, if you want to celebrate, crack out some classic or new EBM stuff. Alpha Matrix, go onto Bandcamp and just look at Alpha Matrix releases, and most of that is Belgian-based, label that has a whole bunch of EBM. So yeah, something to enjoy. Uh-oh, hissing at kitties.
Didn't hear it. Great noise
Yeah.
cancellation.
They might have a fight because Doppler walked by and yep. Ooh, there we go. There's some growling and hissing.
Yeah. I don't hear it over your mic, but I hear it through the door.
Yeah. Doppler's meowing, Growler's hissing and growling. Of course,
Yeah.
because Doppler loves Growler and Growler does not like Doppler.
It's very frustrating.
So yeah, it is because Doppler wants to make friends and Growler is not interested.
Yeah. Doppler would just snuggle all the time if
Yeah,
he could.
looks like Doppler's trying to come and get some rest or something. Oh, nope, he's going to jump up on the Chase Lounge and try to maybe get some sleep. Nope, he's coming by me apparently. Hi,
Oh.
guy. What's up? Do you have anything? No double
Um,
spraying anything.
just a reminder to people who might not know, but probably do, because I don't know how else they'd know. But when new Star Trek is running, Dan and Barry and I do this podcast. That was a live show, really. That used to be the Unready Room, and now is positively unready because Dan is taking the well, Dan and Barry, or they're taking
Audio
the
from
audio and
yeah,
making that into a podcast episode,
right.
which is great because otherwise he's talking about it twice.
Yeah, there's no reason
And
to do that. And
no,
so many podcasts are now on YouTube as well as being an audio podcast that why not just do that? It's
yeah,
simple.
it is simple.
Do a video
And
podcast or do a video YouTube show, record the audio, release it as a podcast.
well, see, and that's the thing. It's all done through StreamYard, which is magnificent
Right.
at recording stuff, automatically uploading all the tracks after you have ended the live stream, and making it very easy for Dan to convert that into just an audio episode.
Yeah, there you go.
So yeah, it's they've really upped their game over at StreamYard,
Right.
and they're very easy to use.
Nice.
So that's the best part. But anyway, I don't really have anything else to say. I am a
Find me
girl.
as DJ Evil Dave pretty much anywhere on the internet.
Find me as Brandywine on Blue Sky. And if you want to go to my Instagram that's not all about books, it's Brandy Jackola, all one word.
Yep.
And yeah.
What about the
so
one that is books?
one that is books is Brandy _ reads _ all _ the _ books.
Yep.
I couldn't just smush it all together. I had to put those
Nope.
fucking underscores in there, make it
Yep.
hard to type.
Right.
So yeah. Anyway, I like reading.
Yep. You sure do. Read a lot.
Yeah, I do. I do.
I guess
So-
that's it. So next time we record will be Allegiance and we'll return to Next Generation. So
Yep.
going back to the days of swapping between Voyager and Next Gen.
Yeah, or between
Or
Next Gen and
DS9.
DS9, or Voyager
Yeah.
and DS9, or
Yeah,
sometimes
we're
we
just
get
kind
named
of
right.
playing around in those three, but that makes sense because yes,
Yeah,
they
they
do
have the
have the most
most.
seasons.
Yeah, most
That was
seasons,
bound
most
to happen.
episodes. So, also, if you're not watching Starfleet Academy, what are you doing?
Yeah,
Stop
it's
it.
pretty good.
Go watch Starfleet. It's
I
pretty
like it a
good.
lot. I like it a lot.
It's amazing.
Yep.
It's everything I never knew I wanted from kids go to school series.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Take care of yourselves. Remember to fight fascism, and fuck ice.
Hey, and reminder to
And
fight fashion too.
fight fashion. Yeah, fight fashion. Fashion isn't all it's cracked up to be.
Yeah.
Stop trying to make us wear things that are unflattering and that
Yep.
only really skinny people wear.
Yep.
So just stop that. Stop doing
Yeah,
that.
if there's a clothespin holding the shirt together in the back on the mannequin, yeah, it doesn't even fit the mannequin. So, there you
Yeah,
go.
please just stop. Stop with fashion.
Yep. Because how
It's
often have I
over.
seen that? It's
It's
got to
so
make the
overdone.
shirt look nice on this mannequin, so we'll just put a couple of clothespins on the back of it so it fits better. It's like, aha, see? Sneaky.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Is like no, when it comes to women's fashion, women come in so many different shapes and sizes.
Yep.
Men come in like 2. So it's like trim, not trim.
Uh-huh.
But anyway, all right, guys, have a good week. We'll talk
Yep.
to you next week. And
Indeed.
oh, thanks again, always, to Dan for letting us use his spreadsheet. Thank you to Patrick for surviving in Minnesota and for just being an all-around amazing person. And Tim, wherever you are, hope you're doing well. So, okay, see you next week. Okay, bye.
Why?
Still up.
Still up.